Been so many late nights and it's turned out really well. So I'm excited to share it with you. All you have to do is type in do this, do that, and it does it. It's great. We have done so much testing on this. I literally took 2 weeks of maternity leave and that was it. I had planned for 12 weeks. I took 2. I landed a 6-figure project within minutes of sending a newsletter, or every time I publish a blog post. Hello, everyone, and Happy New Year. It's 2026. We've got some big news over here at Socialite. So, our Socialite app, the marketing done in minutes, not hours, not days, not weeks. Yes, it is finally available. So, you can head over to getthesocialite.com and click on the app. You'll see it, it's right there in your face, and you'll be able to see what it's all about. But because so many of us are busy, and the idea of working on our businesses is sometimes a far fetched idea because client work has us just running like crazy. I thought I'm just going to explain it to you guys on the podcast. That way, as you're driving, as you're working, you can hear about it and decide whether it's something you even want to pursue. So, first of all, this is not a sales pitch. I will not be giving you any sort of special offer at the end if you listen to the whole thing. This is really just me sharing with you what I've been working on. We have been working on this for a while. It's been so many late nights and it's turned out really well. So I'm excited to share it with you, if nothing else, just for the sake of sharing it, because when I try to share this information with people who are not in business, they're like, what are you talking about? You built an app? What? How much did that cost? Like, what are you doing with this app? Like, can I download it? No, you can't. It's just for people in the home industry. So there's not a lot of people that I can share this with in my personal life. So thank you for humoring me if you're still listening. And I hope that this inspires you to dream big in your business and to tackle that big pipe dream that you thought, maybe someday. Well, maybe this is your year. All right. So I'm going to share my screen as I go through this. So those of you watching on Spotify or YouTube, enjoy. For those of you who are just listening to the audio, I'll still give you a good idea of what it's all about. And if you want to go back and watch the video later, you are certainly welcome to. So I am going to share my screen and we will get into it. All right. So you're looking at the Socialite app right now. Isn't it pretty and exciting? Okay. So this app is for desktop, tablet, smartphone, wherever you want to download it to. You can download it. It's Android and iOS. It is not in the App Store, and it wouldn't make sense for me to put it in the App Store because it is such a niche app. It's not meant for common public use. But as you'll see, some of the big selling points that I've already highlighted on this page are newsletters in a few clicks, 100% custom content, and blogging done in minutes. Now, if that's not music to your ears, I'm not sure what is. But the whole point of this app was to take the vault, which I have been running since 2016. So it's been almost a decade now of creating high quality, high end content that was streamlined so that you could adapt or modify it for your brand or have my team do it and then get it published on your site, sent out to your email contacts. And it was significantly less expensive than having someone create every custom piece from scratch. Now, in the era of AI, we realized that having someone fill out a work order for all of those things every single time was getting a bit tedious. And we thought, we're not going to use AI to write things, but we could use AI to speed up the currently slower, stickier parts of the process. And from there, everything snowballed in the best of ways. And we ended up with an app. So the app is for content marketing. It includes lead magnets, of course. That's more of a bonus feature at this point. The heart of it would be the email blogging, those two things. Like, it's just huge. There's so much content in there now that we realized not only do we need AI to help with modifying content to match someone's brand voice, but we also need to use AI and train it so that it helps match people, kind of like a dating service, with content that makes sense for their business type, for their local SEO, and for the type of services they are currently trying to market. So, as you might imagine, that took a lot of research. It took, as I alluded to, many late nights, a lot of different testing, and so many different tools that I went through trying to figure out how to make everything happen in a way that was easy for you, the user, and also in a way that was scalable for my team, because I didn't want to grow wider. I want to grow higher as far as, I mean, that's what scalability is. And eventually, I do see this becoming an app in the App Store. But for right now, it is for this niche community, and it is working so well. All right. So let's get into the heart of what this is. This is an app that produces marketing content that speaks to your discerning clientele. So I'm just going to read you what I wrote on my own website. Your clients are high trust and hands off. Shouldn't your marketing be that way too? With the Socialite app, you have access to the messaging that your leads, referral partners, and search engines want to see, and it all sounds like you. So, one of the big selling points of our content has always been that it converts really well. If you look through the Google reviews of my business, or even the reviews that are on my website that people have just emailed to me and I've put on the site, you'll see that people are saying things like, I landed a 6-figure project within minutes of sending a newsletter, or every time I publish a blog post, I get leads through my website, or I have a 7-figure project because I was consistent with email marketing. There's a reason for this. Okay, we know what we're doing over here. We know that we need to make it easy so that you guys will stick with email and blog marketing, because anytime something gets too hard and you say, oh, I'll do it later, I'll set aside a day for that at some point next week, it doesn't happen. It just doesn't. And there are things in my own life that are like that, where I'm like, I will totally do the dusting next week. I don't feel like doing it right now. I'm not in the mood to dust. Well, some of you were like, I am not in the mood to write a blog post. I am never in the mood to write a blog post. Yeah, I get it. That's why we have this app that takes all of our human created content, matches you with what makes the most sense for your given goal, and then rewrites it in your brand voice. The big difference here is that it is human created content. And that's important because we already know it works. This is tested and true, high quality content that has converted and landed thousands and millions of dollars in revenue. So we knew we were starting off with a good product, but then to scale it and to keep it affordable so that you, the end user, felt like you were getting something that was truly valuable and actually custom without the custom price tag, this was the next natural evolution. All right, so as you'll see on the screen, it says blogging done in minutes, not days, exclusive to the home industry, highly custom emails that earn new projects for design, staging, and professional organizing. And by the way, guys, I consider window treatments to be part of interior design, so don't feel like I'm leaving out the window pros. And now you might be wondering, how does the app work? All you have to do is sign up for it, which you do after talking with me. I don't let people just randomly go to the site and sign up. I want to make sure that you understand what you're getting into. I want to make sure that we can actually help you reach your marketing goals. We are not a one-size-fits-all solution, and you can't just sign up. You have to talk to me first. So once you've signed up, you will answer some easy, clarifying questions about your brand voice and your goals. Then you will be matched with professional, human-created blog posts and newsletters, and those items will be refined to match your unique brand voice as well as tailored to your specifications. So if you always want a newsletter to include a certain section, or if you're just being really picky about a particular blog post, you're like, I don't want to say it like this, I want to say it like that. Even if it was already in your brand voice and you just want to be extra and modify it even more, all you have to do is type in, do this, do that, and it does it. It's great. We have done so much testing on this. Beta testers really went through the ringer and they were wonderful. They gave us tons of feedback that we were able to turn around and implement. and I'll give you this polished product that is ready to help make your marketing lightning fast and actually kind of fun. All right, so I do have a demo video that shows you the inside of the vault. I'm going to go over some of that when I'm done going over this page. So if you need to refer back or you want a little bit more detail, you could certainly go back to this page, katethesocialite.com, and then check it out. But the big thing that I want to show you is just the amount of content we have. We have over 500 blog posts and emails available to you instantly. So you sign up, get what you want. All of our plans do include 2 newsletters and 2 blog posts a month. If you are on an annual plan, you can get all of that content at once, and then you're set with your content marketing for the entire year. There are also, as I mentioned earlier, a lot of bonuses. So if you need a lead magnet, we will not only help you with the outline, the drafting of the copy, and custom layout, which, all of that is fairly new. We haven't really advertised that before, but we will do a completely custom lead magnet for you, and we will install it on your website so that you have the essential parts of a sales funnel. You have the blog posts that are optimized for SEO and for AIO, which is huge now. Then you have a lead magnet that will convert that website and blog traffic into email subscribers. And then you get the email marketing that helps convert those email subscribers into actual paying clients, whether they are booking a consult or a full-out project. That is a simple sales funnel. And all of this is meant to put your word of mouth referrals on steroids while also helping you reach new audiences through the SEO and AIO elements. So if you were wondering how you keep your business current in this era of AI, ChatGPT, all these different AI models are helping their users find the interior designers and organizers they need. So you better show up in the right places and give those AI models what they're looking for so that you can become one of their go-to trusted resources when they are trying to match users with their user intentions, which you've definitely heard me talk about on this podcast if you've been listening for more than 2 seconds. Now, I do have some sample emails and sample blog posts. I will actually show you one of them now. Okay. So the app can be used with any email platform, but most of our clients use MailChimp or Flowdesk or Eleanor. And this particular example I'm showing you was made in Flowdesk, and it's for window treatments. And it's about how window treatments embody subtle sophistication. So we've got some great images in there. Thank you to Hunter Douglas for that. And let me go back down. It's short and sweet, but not too short, because we do want to get a point across. And it follows all the best email marketing practices that you've heard me talk about on the podcast. They're all backed by research. We know what works. We know what doesn't work. And if you follow the structure we've provided, even if you are using MailerLite or ConvertKit, or I think it's just called Kit now, instead of Flowdesk or MailChimp, if you're following our general structure, it's going to be very effective. So that's another part of it that is incredibly valuable. I'm also going to show you a sample blog post, and I have my client's permission to share this. So let me just share that with you. So Dream Interiors New York has been a long-time client, and we've been blogging with them for quite a while. This is just one of the many blog posts. As you'll see, they only needed one image for their blog post. Now, they could have had an image for every point they were making, but it's not necessary. And that's what a lot of people will tell me when it comes to blogging. Well, I would blog, but I don't have enough of the right images, or I would blog, but I don't know what to say, or I would blog and I do have topic ideas, but the time it takes to actually write the blog post is forever. And I don't even know if it's optimized for SEO and what the heck is AIO. Well, we take care of all of that. And sometimes our clients come to us and say, I do have a really amazing idea for an email or a blog, but I don't see it in the vault. So what do I do there? Do I still have to write it from scratch? No. In fact, you can just let us know. We will write it from scratch, or we'll create an outline from scratch, and then we'll make sure that it's refined in your brand voice. And that's all included in the app. It's pretty darn amazing. All right, so I'm going to go back to the other page. This is a very chill episode, guys. I am not trying to be fancy over here. I'm just so excited to share this with all of you. Okay, as in addition to all that content, we do have plans available. You can check out pricing and all of that. We do have a 6-month minimum commitment because this type of marketing requires consistency for it to be effective. There are occasions where people come to me and say, I know you talk a lot about email marketing, but I've tried it and it doesn't work for me. So then I will be like, well, show me what you've done so far. And they'll send me some of their past email campaigns. And 99.9% of the time, the emails they were sending were sent too infrequently, like every other month or every quarter, instead of at least once a month, or ideally twice a month. Or they were sending very frequently, even as frequent as weekly, but each email felt like a lifestyle influencer and not a business who was looking to sell a service. It would be like, here's what we're loving right now. Here's my recent blog post. Here's what I put on Instagram. Here's a recent trip I took. It was such a hodgepodge, or a charcuterie board, if you will, of topics. There was no clear call to action. And if there were calls to action, there were so many that they canceled each other out. And it became just a pretty but unhelpful piece of marketing content. That's why we are so careful about how we construct our email newsletters and how we make sure that they are effective is we test them. We've been testing these since, like I said, 2016. Now, at this point, you might have some questions, and I'm going to run through our frequently asked questions section. There's not a lot, so don't worry. People will often wonder, how do you capture my brand voice in this app? Well, our app keeps it simple. It's going to ask you clarifying questions. It's going to look at your website, and it's going to ask for your feedback until the voice is just right. And you might also be wondering, is this marketing content written by AI? No, it is not written by AI. We create each outline and draft in-house. The AI element simply refines it to match your brand voice rather than Socialite's. So this is not like going to ChatGPT and saying, write me a blog post about XYZ, because you don't know how to optimize it. You don't know what you should be talking about. So just telling it to blindly write something for you is not actually helping you. All right, next question we get is, what platforms would I need to pay for to use this app? And we can integrate with whatever you're already using. So any email platform will do. Most of our clients use Flowdesk, MailChimp, or Eleanor. And as far as blogging, any website platform works. Most commonly, people use WordPress, Squarespace, Wix, and Weebly, but GoDaddy, Duda, things like that, that's fine too. And then the next question that I get from people is, do I, meaning you guys, the user, do I have to provide topics or images? As far as topics, we've got that covered. Like I showed you, it's like 500 plus topics, but we do always appreciate your input. So if you have a specific topic that your ideal client would love, just ask us for it, and we will most likely be able to create it for you. You will not have to send us a draft. We will send you a draft. And then as far as images, you can use stock images from our curated collection, or stock photos that you've purchased or found for free, or of course, your own portfolio images. And using your own images is always best, but we understand that not everyone has an endless amount of photos or a photo that will fit every single topic. And then I've had people ask me quite a bit, do you offer SEO consulting or just in general marketing consulting? Yes, it's available on any plan. All you have to do is ask for it. And then, does the app include social media management? All right, well, here's the thing. The app can write captions to match your content so that you can put those captions out on social media, but the app itself does not include social content or social media management capabilities. Why? Because social media has statistically proven to be a poor source of leads for home professionals. So we're not going to waste our time creating that content for you, and we would advise you not to waste that time either. Our app covers email marketing and blogging specifically because they have higher return on investment. All right, this next question is a big one. I get asked so often. I've been asked this since 2016. What if my competitor uses this app too? Well, this has actually never been an issue. Competitor overlap has never been a problem. Why? because the large quantity and variety of what we offer in the app resonates with very specific aesthetics. Not everyone is going to select the same content. Plus, everything is refined to suit your unique brand, and you'll probably want to change the photos that we've included, and that's good. That's exactly what you should be doing. And then, of course, there's a question about contracts, cancellations, and refunds. You can read through all of that. We're very reasonable when it comes to all those things. So, all right, I'm going to now go into the vault and show you what it's all about. So I am very, very excited for this. So if you were not watching on video, now is probably the time to do that. Now, at the time that I am recording this, it's just before Christmas. Of course, you're listening to this in the new year, but you'll see that I still have some holiday content in here. And basically what you do is go to the main menu and select newsletters, blog posts, lead magnets, and so on. You can also go to the services tab and you can book a consult with me. You can access your account. You can request a lead magnet or a website/SEO review. You can give us ideas for custom content. You can even request autopilot mode. I'm not going to get too deep into that, but autopilot mode is for people who want to work with us, but they really don't want to be involved with any part of their marketing. So there are some additional fees associated with autopilot mode, but it's become a lot more popular than I thought it was going to be. So that's been kind of cool. All right. So let's just say I'm an interior designer and I'm in here to write a newsletter. Well, the good thing is I don't have to write anything. So you can sort email newsletters by industry. You can search for a specific topic in the search bar. Or if you're like, yeah, I don't even want to look for one, you can just open up the little chat icon in the lower right and the email customizer will ask how it can help you. And all you have to do is click here to begin. And then it will go through the process of matching you with content that makes sense for your business and refining it in your unique brand voice. Now, if you're on our silver plan, you're going to be able to take that resulting content and do with it what you will, send it via email, put it on your website, whatever you want. If you're on the platinum level, then that content is immediately sent over to my team and we start processing and formatting it for you. So again, with people who don't want to be that involved in the nuts and bolts part of the marketing, this has been very beneficial. They're just like, yep, this is what I want. This is when I want you to send or publish it. Here are the photos I want. Or nope, just use stock photos that are already included. Or here's a link to my entire portfolio. Pick what you want. Will work any which way makes the most sense for you, because our job is to make your marketing successful and easy and to take this burden off you, not give you more homework. So that is the email side of the vault. If we go over to the blog side, you're going to see a similar idea. We have a blog post customizer. You can also sort topics by industry, and you can also search for specific topics. You can preview content. There's so much you can do. And if you find that you don't have a lot of in-office time to get any sort of computer work done, that's where the app side of this is helpful, because if you download the Socialite app on your smartphone, you can be at a job site waiting for someone to show up and be like, oh, I'll just whip out a newsletter or a blog post quick. And then it's sent over to my team, or it's saved for you to use later, whatever plan you're on, however that works for you. And it's done. Like, this is actually how you get things done without putting it off. It removes all the excuses, which are valid, of I don't have time for this. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to optimize it. It takes care of all those things. We've tried to think of every single hurdle, every single roadblock that our clients have encountered and demolish the heck out of them. So that's why this is such a big deal. All right. So we do also have the custom lead magnets, and I want to touch on that briefly. Not everybody needs a lead magnet. Some of you already have one that's working for you, and that's great. But for people who need a lead magnet or a landing page or a media kit or a pricing guide, we have all those things. They are Canva templates. You're welcome to grab all of them or none of them. You can modify them yourself, or you can ask us to modify them for you. If you like more than one design, we can actually combine designs. And if you would like completely custom copy for these lead magnets, we can help with that too. It's pretty exciting how we're able to streamline so many things and ensure quality, ensure that they have the ROI that you need. Because if you're not sure if your marketing is working, you got to figure that stuff out. Like that's a huge part of being a business owner, and I understand that marketing is not fun for a lot of people. So that's why we've tried to make it beautiful and easy and a lot less stressful through the Socialite app. All right, guys, that is the episode that I have for you, and I'm so thankful for those of you who chose to listen to this. Again, not a sales pitch. I'm just so excited to share what I've been working on, because entrepreneurship can be a little bit lonely. I've been working on this. My team's been working on this. Jacqueline of Ochre and Beige and her team have been working on this because her team is responsible for the blogging side of this app, and she's so intelligent. She's wonderful, and I'm really grateful to have her. This has been a labor of love. It has been something that I have really poured my time into. And I was joking in my personal Christmas card with people that, I birthed a baby and an app all in 1 year. And on that note, guys, like, I don't know what it is about having a baby, but it makes me want to just like go produce more things. So I literally took 2 weeks of maternity leave, and that was it. I had planned for 12 weeks. I took 2. Maybe that wasn't the best choice, but I did launch an app and it works really well, and I'm excited. All right, enough about that, because I'm going to start talking in circles. But I just want to encourage you that, whatever big dreams you have for your business, you should pursue them. This is your year. Go do it. All right. Until next time, keep your marketing simple and make it easier with the Socialite app. Bye.